What's up everyone, welcome to Play Infinite, another one of our videos covering the HTC One series of phones. We have a lot of coverage on the HTC One. Make sure to check out our channel because we have the HTC One series pricing of all three of these phones, as well as release dates in Europe and stuff like that. So check out our channel for more updates on HTC. And more importantly, make sure to subscribe to Play Infinite. So, now in this video, you guys probably came here to see a comparison of the HTC One V versus One X versus One S. This is a specs comparison, so we're only comparing the specifications of each phones. So let's get on to the comparison. Okay, so let's start off with actually availability. So the 1V is all the way to the left. It's in columns organized for you by The Verge. So availability, they're all announced and they're all going to be available in coming up. It's actually March 29th here right now. It'll be released, I believe, a week from now in Europe. So it's coming out very soon. So it's for sure all the phones are going to come out worldwide by end of 2012. It'll be here probably by even Q2 2012. Also known as, that's not really important, hardware. This is what you guys probably want to know. The height of the 1V is 4.74 inches versus 5.3 for the X and 5.15 for the S. So if you're looking for a huge screen size, you'll go with the One X. It's not really huge, but it is actually pretty big. Actually, it is kind of huge. So remember, that's just the phone size. The screen size is actually different, which I will go over. The width is 2.35 for the 1V, 2.75 for the 1X, and 2.56 for the 1S. The thickness 0.36, 0.37, and 0.31. So if you're looking for the thinnest phone, you would go for the 1S. I'm gonna give my recommendations throughout this thing. So like based on what type of consumer you are, I'll give you a recommendation of what phone to get. So the weight 0.25, 0.29, 0.26. Form factor, sorry, they're all the same. They're all the same for that color. The 1V only comes in gray. The 1X comes in white or black. The white version looks really good. I actually like the white version. The 1S again, white and black. They all have a loudspeaker. Display. So this is important for you guys. The size for the 1V is 3.7. And I should mention the 1V, if you saw our other video, it's a real budget handheld. It is fairly cheap. If you convert it into dollars, it's like 400 something like that without contract, so it is fairly cheap for an HTC One device, and that's why it has a small screen with 3.7. 1V on the other hand, and a complete inch bigger for 4.7 inches, and the 1S 4.3, the middle ground. The resolution on the 1V is actually not that good. It's 480 by 800. The 1X on the other hand is an amazing display with super LCD display, 720 by 1280, so you're getting HD quality screen right there. And then the 1S on the other hand is an AMOLED display with 540 by 960 pixels, but you have to keep in mind the difference between size, so the pixel density and stuff, but most likely this will still have a higher pixel density than this. Screen type, they're all capacitive, they're all multi-touch capable. Connectivity, the carriers are listed for that 1V right there. The carrier for the 1S is T-Mobile, and they all have GSM, they all have 3G obviously, and they all have HSPA. And there's some more supported formats if you actually want to know more about it. 21 megabits per second for the 1X. There's a lot more format speeds and stuff like that. They all have Wi-Fi. They all support BG and N802.11 and Bluetooth GPS. They all have it. So they have Bluetooth version 4.0, and the 1S has DLNA media streaming. So if you have a TV that's DLNA compatible, you would get the 1S because you can easily stream actually your content from your phone to your TV. So the processor on the 1V, this is actually pretty important, is 1 gigahertz, only one core. It's a single core processor. That goes back to what I said, it's a budget friendly device. So if you're looking to get a cheap but fairly good handset, go with the 1V. But if you're looking for a high end, go with the 1X. But if you're looking for somewhere in the middle ground between the two, 1S is for you. Manufacturer for the processor on 1X is NVIDIA, and it's a Tegra 3 processor, 1.5 gigahertz. There's 4 cores on that, so it's a quad core processor. The The One S on the other hand comes a bit down with the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor, 1.5 GHz, 2 cores. But this Snapdragon S4 is a fairly good processor as well. It's actually pretty strong. Next, memory, they have 1 GB of RAM. Storage, so internal, the One V has 512, the One X has 32 GB, and the One S has 16. The storage is, you could expand the storage for the One V, and you could expand it via micro SD for the One V. Front-facing camera, the One V doesn't have it, the One X does. It's a 1.3 megapixel camera. You're probably only going to be using it for face chat anyways, and as well as ice cream sandwich face unlock. And One S comes with 0.3 megapixel, which is just VGA quality for really low quality. But anyways, One S is like a middle ground, like I've been saying throughout the video. Rear camera, One V has a 5 megapixel 720p camera. One X is where the camera people go because it's a LED flash autofocus 1080p resolution. The One S is also the same. So that's, I guess you would have to choose between these two, but they also have a, I believe, f2.2 lens, so that's also good. Software, we have Android for all of them with Sense 4.0 for all of them. They all are going to be launching with Android version 4.0, which is always good to hear. HTC is staying on top of the game with Android 4.0. They all have 3.5mm headphone jack, they all have loudspeakers, they all have video out, except for the One V, it doesn't. And they have the micro USB for the One V, whereas the other ones have MHL ports. The battery, I don't even know what MHL ports are. If you know, let me know in the comments actually. Battery for the One V is actually 1500 milliamp hour battery. One X is 1800 and One S is 1650 milliamp hour battery. They're all, One S and One X are removable. Sensors are all listed right there. You guys probably don't even need to worry about the sensors too much. And that's pretty much it for this video, so thank you for watching this video, and we hope you'll subscribe to Play Infinite for more continuous coverage on all things related to HTC. We have a lot of videos, and make sure to check out our channel for more HTC pricing details, release details, all that stuff at our channel. So thank you for watching, and give this video a quick thumbs up, as well as leave any comments or questions in the comment section below, and we hope you'll subscribe to Play Infinite. Later.